Tuesday that's just been, which I think was the 20th of January, I had to go to the pharmacy, so I decided to just film a few clips from my evening. I put like an hour ticket on the car, so I had some time to kill after I collected my prescription. So I just went into WH Smith's, which is a stationery bookshop kind of deal, and I was looking at books. I picked up a few different ones. I picked up Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid because I've read Atmosphere and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I'd like to read Daisy Jones and the Six next if I can. I like this author, so I was also looking at this, but I've got one of her books called Catabasis that I haven't read yet, so I decided not to pick that one up. Also, even if I like an author, I'm not going to buy a book just because I like them, so I didn't really like the sound of Babel. It didn't really sound like my kind of thing. I have so many books that I haven't read that are just waiting to be read. I read Intermezzo by Sally Rooney last year and I enjoyed it, but it took me a while to get used to the way that she writes. The speech mark deal is just not for me. I really don't like it, so I don't think I'll be picking up any more of her books. This is another Taylor Jenkins Reid one, but it just doesn't really appeal to me. So I don't think I'll be reading that one. I do prefer to get my books from Waterstones typically, but I just thought I'd have a look. This is the upstairs of this shop, which WH Smith's is now called TG Jones, but I don't call it that. I still call it WH Smith's. And the upstairs used to be just children's books. I was thinking of reading that, but my sister said it's really hard to get into and she didn't like it, so maybe I won't get it, we'll see. So yeah, the upstairs used to be just children's books, but they've upgraded it and now there's more adult fiction, which I really enjoy because the downstairs bit was pretty much just the TikTok rated books, so it's nice to have more options. I did show you the book that I got, and I think I show it again, but I did end up buying it. It's called Little Wing by Fran. And if I'm out and about and I find a book that I like the sound of, I'll add it to my list. This is just the clearance section, and then when it's on the list, whenever I have the means to buy it, or if I've just read a book and I need to add more to my TBR, then I will buy it at that point. The thumbs down for the Harry Potter double. If you know, you know. I think you all know how I feel about She Who Must Not Be Named, considering everybody is welcome on this channel. We don't like turfs over here. Protect the dolls. This is just the area for children's books and activities. They don't have a massive selection, to be honest. I think they've reduced it since they've brought in the adult books. And then this is just one of the streets in my town. It was raining really badly this evening. You all notice, and I do apologise, but I do tend to record the pavement. I'm still a little bit apprehensive about recording in public. This shop is Fat Face, which is a clothing chain a brows. A brows. I love going for a brows. I also liked this cardigan as well, but I already have a cream cardigan. And I really liked that yellow top as well. And I really, really like this cardigan. It's burgundy, which I love burgundy colours. They do generally have quite a lot of nice stuff. I really liked this dress as well. The only problem I find is that a lot of the top bits, the chest bits, have buttons, which does not work for me. I really like this one. They also have it in black, and I love the sleeves. But again, it's got buttons, which, if you have a chest, you'll know that it's not easy to find things that fit you. I have a larger chest, so I find it really difficult sometimes, especially when things have buttons, which I feel like most dresses have buttons nowadays. I liked that jumper with the different embroidery on, and I really liked this dress as well, and there was no buttons, which was a plus. I liked that pattern. Lots of blues. It seems ready for spring. Spring, 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 spring. How cute is that Snoopy jumper? But I wish they wouldn't hang them. Do you see how weird it's getting? Oh, and this is the dress that I tried on. It was in the sale. I'm in a choir and our colour is usually teal, but we're switching to purple in July for the summer. I was just showing you that it's £35, reduced from £79. That's the problem, is that face is quite expensive. Little dance to the song, I don't even remember what was playing. I hope that you liked it because I bought it. And this is a bookshop. It's an independent bookshop. They also sell art materials. I never really find that many books that I actually want to read in there, but I'm pretty sure they will order things in for you. It's just I never really have the chance to go in and look. I think as people we are more used to getting things instantly, and I do find that I am one of those people that struggle if I can't get something instantly, so it's all about trying to appreciate the time in between getting the thing that you want, if you know what I mean. This is a lovely shop that has lots of different homewares in it. It is really, really expensive though, but it is an independent, and they have another shop next to it, which is a food shop. It's like a waffle ice cream place. I've been in there for a hot chocolate, and it was really nice. There was a lady in there who was closing, so filming this was really, really awkward. I didn't want her to think that I was trying to come in, because I wasn't. Some of their stuff is really nice, but as I said, it's just very, very pricey. One of those jugs back there was like £49, I think. I like the little glass apple and pear, and those I think it's tulips, they're really pretty. I liked the bookends as well. I feel like I don't have that many kind of staple pieces like that, like bookends. Turkish bobbers. This is a very important building, and these are the classic Tudor buildings down here. That place with the DITL sign used to be a really nice cafe, but it closed down a few years ago. shop was in the talk, because it's been around for like, I think like 200 years or something like that. So it was very interesting. We're going to part 2 of the talk in February, so I'm excited for that. This is a very famous hotel in my town. This is actually the hotel that my parents stayed in for their honeymoon. So funny. These are the eggs that my future mother-in-law raves about. I call her my future mother-in-law, but I'm not even engaged, so I just call her that. And these are some houses that are for sale in the local area. Look at those crazy prices. Some of them are justified though, because they do have a lot of land around them. I thought that the old school and the chapel house were really cool, but I bet it costs an arm and a leg to heat those buildings. I wonder how much it costs for them to have these LED frames on even when they're not there. They have them on all night. That seems kind of crazy. That one's really nice, Whitley Court, and the top one was really nice as well. Way out of my budget though. You can see my hood. It's very rainy, very rainy. Very rainy. And again, I'm sorry about filming the pavements. There's Specsavers, which is an optician's. Their motto is, you should have gone to Specsavers. Crossing over at the crossing, got to press the button. You can see the rain. It was raining pretty heavily at this point. I think I had a few minutes left on the car though, so I was trying to be a bit quick and avoid getting too wet. It was around 20 past 5 at this point, and most of the shops close by that time in my town, so I was heading back anyway. This is a very expensive homeware shop. I thought it was going to be a food place because of the name, but it's not. I have never been in there because I don't really need any interiors. It used to be a betting shop. Bit of a change of type of shop there. From a betting shop to an interior shop. I've never heard of them before, so it must have been like their first time around this place. That's a really cool shop, and it says everything's handmade, but I'm not sure if that pillow doesn't look handmade to me personally. And I do worry about some of the origins of the pictures from this shop, because I'm trying to avoid anything AI generated. I do like the hooks. I don't know if you can see them, but they have really nice hooks which are animal faces, which are kind of cool. This is a French restaurant that I'd like to go to, but a lot of the items on their menu are fish, and I'm really not a fish fan. I like meat, not fish. Walking over these pavements is really cool because they're almost similar to cobblestones. It's like paving stones. This is a toy shop. It's nice to support local, but their prices are a lot more than if you bought them from a different toy shop, like one that's not independent. So I don't really know how some of these shops stay open, because the prices to rent out a building for a shop is like, they're crazy around here. Crazy. So I think a lot of them rely on tourists, because most local people will not buy toys from an independent toy shop. They'll buy them on Amazon or, from Smith's Toys Toys, which is a chain toy shop in the UK. So this is just the way back to the car. It's very dark around here. That sign is there because there's a demolition happening where I've just walked past. They're demolishing a building that used to be a shop. It used to be a Budgeons. You can't really see, but that's the demolition site. And there's a really nice Thai takeaway in front of there where I was showing you. Then there's a GP practice. It goes really, really dark here because there's literally like no lights, no lampposts at all around this part. So dark. And it's also January, so it gets dark by about 4:30. I was trying to wipe my phone because I think it was really wet. Where all the lights are, that's the library, which I tried to go to the other day. They close at 6 o'clock and the doors were shut. So somebody was coming out. I went inside when she came out and she said, I think they're closing for a meeting. So I went inside and asked the man at the desk and he said, we're closing because it's cold. I was like, oh, okay, I'll try again then. I did just buy a ticket for 2 hours so that I could come to the library, but never mind, you're closing because it's cold. I was not impressed. I just want to get out books from the library instead of buying them, and also support the library because it's a really useful resource to have. But never mind, I will try again. I just want to go before I have a full-time job and I can't go anymore. I'm back at the car. Here's my car. Please excuse the mess. I really need to sort my car out. I've got tinsel in there. It's insane. Back at the car. Here's my car. It's a Skoda. Here's my ticket. And I was just showing you that I literally got there bang on the money. I mean, there's not really any parking wardens around at this time anyway. But still, just in case. Here's the car park. There's some lights, but they could really do with being more, honestly. And this is my favourite song at the moment. I love Pagefish so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what else you'd like to see from me. I will be doing a shop with me video with a voiceover because you had requested it, so